Donald Trump. This disgusting video posted by the so-called president was done intentionally. Donald Trump and his vile, racist, and malignant behavior. This guy is an unhinged bottom feeder. President Obama and Michelle Obama are brilliant, caring, and patriotic Americans. They represent the best of this country. It's time for John Thune, Mike Johnson, and Republicans to denounce this serial fraudster who's sitting at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue pretending to be the President of the United States. Donald Trump and his vile, racist, and malignant behavior.
About time, wouldn't you say?
Yep.
I mean, Axios called this last night when it popped up. That's, he posted that video himself. I mean, that was intentional. And Axios called this, their words were, a drastic escalation, as if we could escalate any further. But I agree. The Speaker of the House saying, fuck the president. This is even out there for the times we've been in lately. This is pretty out there.
Well, I have been saying that and calling him a racist to all of my Republican friends long before the escalator. It's about time they caught up.
Yeah, the escalator. I like that. This is the escalator going the other direction now.
Yeah.
And here we got Maureen Dowd. She nails it. I've been talking about Biden derangement syndrome because they talk about Biden all the time, which Trump does that too. But his even worse case is his Obama derangement syndrome. And that's what I think the Nobel Prize thing comes from.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Is that he has to be better than Obama?
He will never get over it.
Obama has, he wants.
Yeah.
And here's the moment. And I happen to have been there. I forget what year this is. It'll be on
right.
The White House Correspondence Dinner. Weirdly, I was sitting all the way across the room. There were 3,000 people at this dinner. And I was sitting all the way across, and I happened to be right in front of this C-SPAN camera that we're looking at right here. So I had the same view as this C-SPAN camera, which I've always found kind of interesting. And I was pretty far away, but I had a line of sight to Trump, and I watched him so closely during this whole thing. And people have said since, and I think this is truly the moment when Donald Trump decided that he would run for president, and we've seen history unfold ever since. But this is Obama just taking him down. And I think this is what caused Obama's derangement syndrome until this very moment of posting that video of he and of Michelle with their pictures as apes. So here we go. Here it is. It's 2 minutes.
And then there's a vicious rumor floating around that I think could really hurt Mitt Romney. I heard he passed universal health care when he was governor of Massachusetts. Someone should get to the bottom of that. And I know just the guy to do it. Donald Trump is here tonight. Now, I know that he's taken some flack lately, but no one is happier, no one is prouder to put this birth certificate matter to rest than the Donald. And that's because he can finally get back to focusing on the issues that matter. Like, did we fake the moon landing? What really happened in Roswell? And where are Biggie and Tupac?
Now you see, can you see Donald? It's a little bit dark. Can you see Donald's face right there? It's always been so weird to me because I was very far away, but that is the same line of sight I had from the table where I was, and I watched Trump the whole time, and I was just fascinated at his face. I mean, he never shows any expression, and of course, history since that's the moment I think when he decided to destroy our country and then become president.
I think so. I really think so.
That is the moment.
All kidding aside, obviously we all know about your credentials and breadth of experience.
This is where he really gets me.
For example, no, seriously, just recently in an episode of Celebrity Apprentice at the steakhouse, the men's cooking team did not impress the judges from Omaha Steaks. And there was a lot of blame to go around, but you, Mr. Trump, recognized that the real problem was a lack of leadership. And so ultimately you didn't blame Little John or Meatloaf. You fired Gary Busey. And these are the kind of decisions that would keep me up at night.
He didn't take Obama's job. He was elected in by idiots. That's what it was. Jeez. Obama did his 2 terms. You're only allowed 2 terms per the Constitution.
Well handled.
Get it right.
Say what you will about Mr. Trump. He certainly would bring some change to the White House. Let's see what we've got up there.
Boy, was this ever prescient.
Right?
I mean, good Lord, they nailed it. I mean, this was just a joke back then, but now it's all real. It's happening. It's real. Oh my God, it's amazing how.
So, yes, this has been quite.
Lord Alcatraz, that's where you belong, or Trump belongs.
Oh, well, who we got to do in here? Lord Alcatraz.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be President Trump, then went on to be the best president ever, doubling down. Yeah. Well,
I
I'm
almost
sorry to
choked
tell
on
you
my water.
yeah, you know, the C-SPAN poll of historians, the latest one is Trump is now 4th from the bottom among the 100 historians that they poll, and the worst presidents ever. He's 4th from the bottom. He's got Franklin Pierce, and Andrew Johnson, and who was the one who was president just before Lincoln? The one that was they called Aunt Fanny. Anyway, there's 3 presidents.
Oh, yeah.
3 presidents below him among the worst presidents ever, according
He'll make the bottom yet.
All of historians. 4th from the bottom.
Buchanan.
So
Yeah.
Buchanan. So the thing is, I keep thinking, you know, Buchanan and Andrew Johnson and Franklin Pierce must be cheering Trump's 2nd term because they're going to move up now. I mean, he's going to be at the bottom.
You're right, Opal.
Hey, Opal. Opal's on the job. All right. You got some folks to go after there, Opal. Lord Alcatraz and them are trying to put a bunch of crap
it's
on
time
us.
to pull up the derangement sign.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, actually, we got a new one today. Let's pull up Maureen's. Maureen has her own derangement sign for us. That's Maureen Dowd's column today.
Yeah.
And but anyway, just so we keep track of the latest. I mean, how's this? I think it's amazing. You have to have a headline like this in America today. The president has to deny or refuse to apologize, showing a former president as an ape. This is where we are.
Yeah.
This
It's
is
pretty
where
bad
we
when he admits he's the one who did it. He gave it to his people to post.
are.
Like, dude.
and then you got the the black Republican senator. What
Who's
I
kissed
found
his
interesting
ass
about
for
his
days.
comment, what was interesting to me about his comment here is the way he puts it, and he wrote this. I mean, he wrote this down. The most racist thing. So he's seen other racist things in the White House.
Haven't we all?
This is so he's acknowledging this is a racist White House. If you ask me, he's just saying this is the most racist thing. I mean, the fact that it's a multiple, that you have to actually put it in a hierarchy of this is the most racist thing. But what do y'all think about Hakeem going on to the F word here? I mean,
He needed to do it.
you think
Yeah.
so?
I think he and Schumer both have to do that. They both, at this point, they've both been very silent, and I think they need to come out guns blazing.
Huh.
They have to make some moves. Have to.
See what some of our folks are saying here. Oh, I took them off the side. Sometimes I move it off the screen.
Oh, now they're going on with that lie about the Lion King. There were no apes in the
There
Lion
were no apes in the
There were
Lion
no-
King. There were also no snakes.
Now,
There-
I mean, okay, you folks that want to talk about this, and defend it or whatever it is you're trying to do. Now, I want you to defend that. Lord, whatever you are, the rest of you, you tell me. Do you defend this? Is this okay? Is this okay for your president to do this? Seriously? I mean, answer my question. Do you defend this? I mean, making distinctions about what's
It
in the
is not from the
Lion
Lion King.
has nothing to do with the Lion King. Who cares? He put the president and the first lady's faces on apes in an obvious racist meme, and you're going to sit here and quibble about what movie it came from?
Yeah.
Talk to us. Tell me you think that's fine.
Yes, everyone was an animal, but why did he choose to put two black people who are very prominent, who are very much in the world and seen in the world as apes, especially when for hundreds of years, other black people have been depicted as apes in older videos and such. That's what I'm trying to say. It's degrading.
I'm still
It's
waiting for him to
racist.
defend this, Lord. Okay, you're making jokes about it. Fine. Haha. Do you think this is okay? Answer my question. Yes or no. Is this okay for the president of the United States to put this picture up depicting a former president and a first lady as apes? Now, come on.
Okay, Idaho has forgotten history.
Yeah.
Back then, the Democrats were the racists and the Republicans were the liberals.
Yep.
Okay. All right. None of you going to answer my question. You're just going to change the
No,
subject.
they're just going to keep posting crap.
Okay. I just wanted to establish that all of you are fine with the president of the United States putting up something like this. Okay. You've established that.
Disgusting.
But now here's somebody else. Now I'll ask everybody to judge on this. Here is a C-SPAN caller who says he was a Trump voter, and this moment, this meme broke him.
Republican. My dad was the president of American Pipeliners Association, so I came by it rather naturally. Voted for the president, supported him, but I really want to apologize. I mean, I'm looking at this awful picture of the Obamas. What an embarrassment to our country. All this man does is tell lies. He is not worthy of the presidency. He takes bribes blatantly, and now he's being a racist blatantly. They were supposed to deport the dangerous criminals. They were not supposed to go after small children, storm schools, bring terror upon, you know, the little kids and the women and children, not just the immigrants in the school. All the children are scared. This is not a decent man. This is not an honest man. He openly takes bribes. He's pathetic as a president. And I just want to apologize to everybody in the country for supporting this rotten man.
John, did you vote for him in all 3 elections?
I did. I was sucked into the stupidity of creating jobs, and there are no more jobs in New Mexico. Things are worse than they were before. You cannot find a primary care physician. Our governor just passed some laws to try to help. If you are a young physician, we want you in New Mexico. Come here. There's a great need for you.
All right.
You know, I started today. I was going to, I mean, last night I was thinking, you know, well, it's Saturday. It's been a busy week. and we'll, you know, maybe have a kind of a slow day and go over the week. And then this thing erupted. So I made this graphic for today. I was going to call it "Clearing the Air." You know, with a nice little easy, you know, kind of sit back and look at the week. But you know, it just doesn't stop, does it?
No, it became part of the Friday dump, and everything's been crazy since.
Yeah, it's every Friday. There's something going on. I swear, it's every Friday.
And so we end up, you know, so here was a meme from a while ago, you know, when he put Hakeem in a sombrero.
Mm-hmm.
And so
now, of course, ICE has to go after everybody who's a darker shade than tan.
Right.
And so on the day I thought it was just going to be a nice, easy day to sit back and ponder the news, we've got the Speaker of the House saying, fuck you to the president. I mean,
yeah. My thing is that when is it going to be more Republicans like that man changing their attitude and seeing what it is, and finally going, okay, I need to take these blinders off because I need to see the real thing. I think part of it is that they keep saying like, nothing to see here. This is just me posting a meme. Ha ha ha. And not looking at the meaning of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's happening. I mean, you're seeing, you know, anecdotally and in the numbers is going all the way back to the New Jersey and Virginia. The turnout of you know, the MAGA vote and the Republican vote is down. And I don't think it's coming back anytime soon. Seems like it's baked in. And I mean, Trump's lost the country. He just lost the country. He's lost independent voters. He's lost Hispanics. He's lost young people. I mean, his coalition's gone. All he's got left are these trolls that show up here. I mean, that's it.
Yeah, Lord Alcatraz believes in ICE just shooting people.
Yeah.
For crowd control.
Well, I am going to ditch out because I got to go into the city today. So we'll see if I see any protests.
Oh, well, yeah, give us the quick update. I meant before you went, I wanted to get the quick update on what you were saying is going on there today. You've got that Jack Lang.
Jake Lang is going to be at the Whipple at noon because now he can't go to the state capitol. So he can't go to the state capitol because the judge ordered him a restraining order for he cannot go within 3 blocks radius of the Minnesota state capitol. So
yeah, and they're having the rally is Where did I have it? I had it here somewhere. I thought.
No, he cannot. He cannot hold a high office.
Yeah.
The Mercado they had, because I thought it was, I liked the try this. Now is it going to show up? I can't get that on the screen. Oh well. They're calling it the Jack Lang hate rally or something like that.
Yeah.
There it is. Yeah.
I won't be over by the Whipple, but I know that there's protests kind of planned around the Twin Cities today. So I have to go in and I have to go do some shopping and stuff, and I've got to go up to a different town to do some stuff. And yeah, so I'll let you know what I see and try and take any pictures if I can take pictures, and because Minnesota's strong. So
yeah.
All right.
And Mercado looks like they're going to start covering that at
Yeah.
1 o'clock. We've got a march here, something called the Young Workers March here in D.C. today over on Capitol Hill, but I haven't found any video on it yet. So.
Well, that might show up soon. Just keep refreshing your YouTube, and it should pop up if somebody's videotaping it. Otherwise, I'm trying to think of what else did I see that was going to happen today? Aaron Parnas was with Katie Couric this morning talking about the Epstein files. There's a short of it. And then what else?
Yeah, we had a lot going on with that. That is not going away.
Dear Lord, where do these people get these ideals? Like, where do you get this information? We support people who I can't even deal with this right now. But anyway, you all have a blessed day. For all of you MAGA people, I hope you have the day you deserve. And I will see you or talk to you all later. Bye.
Okay, we'll be doing Sunday Serendipity tomorrow.
All right. I'll be there. Okay.
Bye-bye. Have a good day.
Bye. You too.
Katie's been a great contribution to the to our, not just on here on YouTube, but on the Trail Mix itself. This is kind of, Jamie, this is kind of why I started all this, was to find more Katies for Trail Mix. I considered a great victory of the project that Katie came along.
Yeah. And now we have Opal as a regular over on the side here.
Yeah. Opal, you got a lot of work to do. You got a lot of trolls in there to go after.
Take a butt.
But I was looking at actually I had this map here, and they're looking at they came up with an interesting number with this, is that Democrats can take the House and the Senate if they outperform Harris by 3 points in swing districts and states. That's a 3 point. That's the magic number. 3 percentage point improve. And you know what? The signs are good, because in New Jersey and Virginia, Democrats outperformed the Harris vote in as much as 11%. And I can't remember whether it's Virginia or New Jersey, one of the two. And but in both of them, way above 3 points. So that's the challenge. That's our challenge.
You look at all the places where they're sending ICE. I guess they forget that there are Republicans living in those states as well. They're not going to where the most illegal or people are. They're going where they think it will upset liberals, except that they're attacking their own party while they're doing it.
Yeah. Well, the numbers are there for the midterms, and they seem baked in. But you never know. I mean, that's
Well, we just have to not foul it up on the way there.
yeah. What have you been following?
Mainly this whole thing about you know what I am. I'm dead into facts and reality and proving what you're saying, and racism. They're the things that tick me off most. And so every time I see the right hand side here, I do get triggered, because would you kindly go read some history before you post?
Well, Pat D on Trail Mix this morning, she
I love this one.
This cartoon. If today's Republicans were around in 1776, and they got a woman getting arrested here by some, and they've got on their hats it says ICE. And you got Mike Johnson in the background saying the rabble protesting against our great king deserve to have their houses searched, their children taken, and themselves beaten and left to rot in prison without a trial. And I don't know who this is talking back to him. Yes, indeed, Speaker Johnson. And if they resist, they should be shot. David Horsey, Seattle.
Yes, Opal, you're right. They would vote for King George, except now Canada wouldn't want them, which is where the original Tories ran off to.
You know, and that actually brings to mind, maybe it's time to bring back old Thomas Paine. we got this, you know, I don't know if I told you about this Thomas Paine video is now approaching 400,000 views.
Wow.
It's actually pretty remarkable. And it gets all kinds of comments. I mean, I really enjoy it, because it's like Thomas Paine really speaks to our times, because he wrote Common Sense in 1775, and he's doing now, at least with this little video I made, he's doing now what he did back then in 1775, is he's getting the grassroots fired up. So I mean, here's the video I made of an avatar. I actually updated some of his words here. This is the video that's now almost at 400, and I just checked a little, 460,000 views at this point.
Do you now cower before men who possess not a drop of royal blood, but all of a tyrant's appetite? Authority, once unmoored from the public will, is a wolf in any season. I see a people drunk on comfort. Has the blood of 1776 run so thin, I did not risk the quartering block to found a nation of spectators. If this republic is to be anything more than a memory, you must cease asking for permission to be free.
Can't hear you.
I'll say that about Minneapolis is not a nation of spectators. I love that, a nation of spectators. What do we got going? What are you cackling at here over in comments?
Canada is going, they're overrun by all those nasty Muslims.
This again.
Yeah.
Canada is overrun by, and exactly what is the problem there?
I love our Canadian guy who we have his videos to post, and they're taking our doctors. They're inviting anybody in who can provide medical services. Just come on in. We love you. And of course, our many medical people of other races are moving. saying, thank you, we're on our way.
But it's interesting he brings up Canada and England because I came across this something else was on my mind today. This opinion piece here on this guy saying that the right wing, the threat in Europe. This keys to what this guy's hooting about here. This is what's going on in Europe is the immigration, the influx of Muslims is what's driving the right wing politics in Europe. And this guy, this columnist, he's written some books on the rise of the right wing in Europe. And his argument in here is that as independent voters, in Europe watch America, that what's happening is that they're seeing what's happening with our right wing and ICE and everything, and they're thinking, and it's actually making their right wing leaders in Europe, who are supported by Putin and actually Trump, to lose support. So I thought it was kind of an interesting point that he makes here is that as Europeans watch what's happening here with our right wing leadership under Trump and the excesses of ICE and everything else, it's making them pull away from their own right wing leaders, which is helping leaders like Macron and others in Europe deal with
the whole obvious point is if you want people to stay home, then home better be a place where you want them to stay. Yeah. And so Trump cancels all foreign aid, wipes out medical care, doesn't support democratic government within those places. So of course they want to leave.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can't have it both ways. You either support the places where they want to be, or we get an influx of people that don't really want to come here, but they're fleeing for their lives.
Yeah. Yeah. I know and they're always talking about, if they came here illegally, they're criminals. They should be deported. They should be jailed. It's like they didn't come here to be criminals, and they're not criminals. And most of the people in ICE detention by ICE's own numbers aren't criminals, they came here illegally. Some of them came here legally and their green cards expired. But it's not like they came here to, like you're saying, to flee, to find a better life. And they come here and they pay taxes. They pay more taxes than they get in benefits. And we're just never, we're going to have this argument forever. I guess it just never is going to end. But what can you do?
That Opal Kai brings up a definite thing on pregnancies. 1/3 of all pregnancies are miscarriages. You going to jail the women for having them, or are you going to sue God?
Oh, wait a minute. Are they getting into abortion over in the comment?
Oh, yeah, they're having.
Oh, boy. That's an old. You can always get back into that. No, we got double jack. W jack. Let's see. Did I hit the add to stage button? You there, Jack? Oh, yeah. There you are. Oh, you got the commenters over your face. Let me see.
Yeah. That probably works better anyway.
Let me see if I can move the commenters.
You can put them over my face.
No, I can't find the button where you do that. Let's see. There's a button where you're supposed to be able to move the commenters. Oh, there it is. I see. I didn't have it. Put it wide. Is that? No, that's no good either.
That gets us all.
Give some more, Jack.
Oh, there you go. That puts the commenters between Jamie and Jack, depending on whether you're looking at on your phone or your desktop. But, oh no, now they're covering up Jack completely. I don't understand why I can't have more flexibility on where these commenters go. But anyway, I'm nerding out. Oh, here, I can do this. Oh, hey, that's a little better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we got this. That's also Works all right, but that doesn't look so great on the phone. And then we got that. Oh, that's no good. Don't like that. You got all these different layouts you can play with, and that's the one I had before. So I guess that one's the best, although it looks a little weird on the phone. What's going on, Jack?
I'm just looking at your commenters over there, and they're getting active, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. And Opal guy, he's our warrior. That Opal guy, he gets in there and he goes after him. He's our corgi, herding the cattle. He's herding the cattle. That's how they. Did you know this? They bred corgi, and this is going back to like the 1600s, I think. They bred corgis with those little legs on purpose, so that they could, and they bred them to herd cows, and they bred them with those little short legs on purpose so that they could run between the cow's legs to herd them. I just love that about corgis. Corgis are my favorite. I had a lab corgi. Corgis are fun. Oh, really? Corgis can hunt. Mud butter. I like that screen name. Mud butter. Mud butters.
Yeah, that sounds better.
Corgis for hunting.
I never thought of a corgi being a herding dog.
Oh yeah, they were bred to the Celtics in Scotland. They bred them to herd cattle.
Yeah.
And
Scotties were to go after badgers, I think.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
And I've always wondered, I know nothing about breeding animals at all, but how do you breed an animal to be a herder, or how do you breed them to have short legs? How do you do that?
You just keep matching the ones that have shorter and shorter legs until you get the breed you want.
That must take a while.
Yep. That's
it.
Yeah.
It takes.
You aggressively select for what you want.
Now, Mud Butter, I've gotten your attention talking about this. Who are you? Where are you? Mud Butter, tell us about yourself. Where are you? Now, must have been really short cows.
Okay, now they're having fun.
Yeah. See, when you start talking about
isn't that what we want?
See, when you start talking about breeding corgis, the conversation changes. Overbreeding is easy. Well,
it's
Mud Butter's in Washington, D.C. Hey, did you hear about there's a march over on Capitol Hill today, and I can't find it online. If you happen to be able to find it for me, the Young Workers March or something is going on in DC today, and I haven't been able to find it anywhere. Google,
isn't there? Isn't that getting to be just about a daily thing?
Well, they are pretty frequent here in DC. But see, here
It's
the Young Workers March.
Right, it's youngworkersmarch.com.
I know, and they don't have any video on their website. Is the thing, like Jim and I here found it for me. I'll go look at it again. See, here's their website. I'll move it over, and it says February 7th. I think it was going to be noon, and they're having.
No, it's March 11 a.m. Hyatt, 400 New Jersey Avenue Northwest.
Yeah.
Rally at noon at the U.S. Capitol.
But I can't figure out why I can't find any video of it. We'll try again, because I'd just like to see. This is.
I see it's going on now, and you can't find any video.
Right. Yeah, and that's what I thought we'd be able to find, but if it's going to be that difficult, I won't worry about it. But
well, that's one thing. If they make it hard to find,
yeah,
it means they can't organize it well enough to make any difference anyway.
They made a really nice flyer. I thought this was a very attractive flyer.
Yeah.
I like the colors and but they didn't. This is their website for the march, and there's nothing on here that says click here to watch. I think that's something they got to focus on if they want to. Because I'm not going. I mean, it's 18 degrees. I think here. Let's see. Alexa, temperature.
It's 19 degrees right now, with a high of 26 and a low of 11 today. There's an
Now, Alexa,
extreme
stop.
cold-
She talks too much. I just wanted the temperature. So it's now 19 degrees. So if you want me to go to this rally, folks, you got to put it on the TV. I need video. I'm not going. I'm not going. I actually have not left the house for a week.
Yeah.
That's what a wimp I am.
Well,
What about you, Mudbutters? Have you left the house? You're in this weather. Oh, he's at work. He's at work at the moment across the river in Virginia. Oh, okay. Yeah.
playing on the internet instead of getting his job done.
Yeah.
That's it. I never had one of those jobs. They didn't let the internet happen on the construction site.
Well, what did you think about our latest from our racist president?
You know, it's just what he is.
It's what he is. Yeah. There
You know. I mean, I don't think.
Back when he was trying to kill people that were already innocent in New York.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, it's nothing
He
new.
is. He's a senile old man. What do you expect?
I also think this, this here is Axios when Hakeem put this video up last night saying "fuck Donald Trump" on his own video. Axios called that a extreme, no, what they call it, escalation, a drastic escalation in already bad relations between Democrat leaders in Congress and the White House. And I'd have to agree. I mean, he's third in line for the presidency. The Speaker of the House has just said, "Fuck the president."
Well,
really? I mean,
I'm up to my. I understand where the the media gets the vapors when somebody talks like that. But then again, when somebody puts something so vile and racist on their public,
You can stop showing it.
okay.
I mean, isn't Donald Trump putting this shit out?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
and so, and if it's not Donald Trump, it's all the people around him. And, if there's a staffer, they need to name him and fire him publicly.
Well, he posted it at just before midnight, and it stayed up for 12 hours. So, and he posted a whole bunch of other stuff. I mean, this is a pattern with him in the middle of the night. I mean, the man doesn't sleep. I mean, apparently he only sleeps like 4 hours a day. I mean, he doesn't drink, so we know he's not drunk. Although I'd feel better if he were. I think it'd make more sense to me his behavior. But I think a lot of it is just pure old sleep deprivation. I mean, 4 hours a night, that's not normal. I mean, that can't be healthy.
I don't.
And he stays up all night, sometimes till 2 a.m. because I get up every day, and I sometimes, not every day, but most days I'll scroll through his posts on Truth Social, and I mean 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, sometimes even 4 o'clock in the morning, and then he's posting again at 7 a.m. I mean, I don't think a staffer is doing that, is what I'm saying.
No, I didn't. And odds are, I guess, there's a good chance, let's give him this benefit of the doubt, that he did not watch the whole video and thought the first of it was cute and just posted it.
That is one of the things he's saying.
Yeah, but if you were just a senile old man with dirty diapers, that would be okay. But he's got Steve Miller egging him on.
Well, and the thing is, they left it there for 12 hours.
Yeah, I mean, that was at some point in this world, under a rational administration, there would be somebody assigned, an intern assigned to flag shit for somebody to say, no, we can't have that on there.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, then they'd get fired. Then he'd fire them. So,
well, he had that during the first term. The second one, you've got him surrounded by the Confederacy of dunces.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't until stuff like this happened that they took it down, where, Tim Scott, and I said this before, the thing I find interesting about this, he wrote this on X, it's the most racist thing I've ever seen. See, the premise of that is that this is not the only racist thing he's seen from the White House.
This is the most racist.
This is only the most racist thing. In other words, I know it's a racist White House, but this is really, really racist.
And the other thing it says is, up to this point, I can tolerate his racism.
Yeah.
Oh,
right.
That is a synonym.
But then just the idea that you have to have a headline like this about our president. He refuses to apologize for showing a former president as an ape. I mean, yeah.
Well, I mean, and that's all he has to do. All he has to do to make this go away is issue an apology and say, I didn't watch to the end. I thought it was cute and funny. And I didn't realize they had stuck that on the end.
What is
that would admit he was wrong about something.
I mean, didn't John Wayne, there was a John Wayne quote or something about you never saying you're sorry or sign of weakness, or maybe that was Love Story. Never having to say you're sorry. I never understood that one. But anyway, I mean, just so we get it on the record one more time, I played it at the top.
Donald Trump. This disgusting video posted by the so-called president was done intentionally. Donald Trump and his vile, racist, and malignant behavior. This guy.
I mean, I guess I'm just old school Washington. I mean, hearing the Speaker of the House say "fuck the president" is just new to me. I mean, it's new to me. I'm having trouble processing that. I had to close my blinds because the local news last night said it would make it warmer since it's so cold today. But I really don't like not having the light. And I don't know if it really helped.
Mud Butters is right. If you want to give him the benefit of a doubt, a man who's never known love can never show weakness.
Oh, whoa, where'd he write that? I got to see that. A man who's never known love can. So they say, oh, yeah, that's pretty good, Mud Butters. I like that. That's a good quote. We're going to put that in the archive. Mud Butters, I believe you're a candidate to become a trail mixer and get over there and join our comment section. Don't you think?
Yeah, we could use both Mud Butters and Opal.
Yeah, I'm actually going to change the banner on the screen. I wrote a new banner, really plugging hard, trailmix.cc and how it's so easy to comment there. You don't have to put your email. You can make up a name. You can make up a fake name.
Yeah, you pretty much got it until the trolls show up again.
Well, if they show up, I'll just get rid of them. That's no problem.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'll ban IP addresses if I have to. I know how to do all that.
And we don't have a real problem with conservatives. We have those.
Yeah.
We just don't like idiots.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like we don't just want people we agree with. Hell, Anonymous takes us down every day. I mean, we got some all caps. Well, I know there's trouble when we got all caps. All right, Wade counts.
I think you may be being sarcastic.
Oh, okay, all right, yeah. Well, sarcasm is tricky in emails, texting, and comments. I've always thought there should be a sarcasm emoji. You know, so that when you're being sarcastic, it's really clear.
Well, on the old Usenet days, we used to do a fake HTML tags for it,
Oh, yeah.
You would be sarcastic, and then you would say, put it in parentheses, a slash snark off snark. So that everybody would know that you were being, because right. It just doesn't work unless you tell people.
There's a link, before we go there. That's where we continue the conversation, folks. Trailmix.cc. As I always say, I try to remind you, it's not .com, it's .cc. Because somebody else owned .com and wanted like $15,000 for it, and I wasn't going to do that.
I was listening to you, and then got interrupted, and you all were talking for a while, a little bit about, I guess global immigration. Problems.
Oh, that Guardian article that I was looking at, is that what it was?
I don't know. It was something about Europe having their own immigration problems.
Yeah. Well, this Guardian. Oh, here it is. Over here. This opinion writer for the Guardian. This is something I've been tracking for a while with the rise of the European right. Is really keyed to the reaction to immigration. And it's where Trump learned how to demonize immigrants for political gain. He learned it from people like Orban in Hungary,
Mm-hmm.
And so it's been going on there for quite a while. But what this Guardian writer connected a couple dots I hadn't thought of this morning, saying that voters in Europe who have been lured by that anti-immigration politics and to their right-wing candidates are watching what's happening here with the ICE excesses and different things, and it's starting to make their own right-wing anti-immigrant politicians less popular as their more independent voters watch what's happening here. So in a weird way, Trump's excessive right-wing excess in demonizing immigrants here is having an impact in Europe. This guy argues, this opinion writer was arguing, which I found very interesting.
Well, Brexit was basically about not the foreign immigrants, but just moving within the EU system, where the workers from the eastern part of the EU were coming into Britain to work.
Yeah, but Bannon, who was paid by Putin to do Brexit, he was his company Cambridge Analytics got millions from Putin,
Yeah.
to do a lot of the organizing for Brexit in England, and their focus was to capitalize on racism against Muslims, and to make the connection that, you know, we could stop all these Muslims from coming in if you vote for Brexit. You know, that was how Bannon pitched it in England. And of course, Bannon's been very active in all these countries, with the right wing in France and Italy. The Italian government even prosecuted him at one point, and when he got that right winger elected prime minister, they withdrew the prosecution. But anyway, Bannon has been very active in that in that stuff, and doesn't get a lot of coverage for it here. But it's, you know, when Trump banned him for a while, that's what he did. He went over to Europe to work for right-wing parties over there, and until Trump brought him back into the fold. It's a big story that is just below the surface in our media. It doesn't get much attention.
Well, it has. I think it was not just Bannon, but a number of Democrat operatives were working in Europe too, for different groups. That we have internationalized politics.
Yeah.
And like you say, below the surface.
Yeah.
So that we're, you know.
Oh, that's always been I mean, like, I remember, this goes back many years, but like people like, you know, James Carville had a lot of political contracts. I mean, he worked for Israeli candidates, you know, and the British prime minister that under Clinton, he hired a bunch of Clinton's operatives. The one who got elected.
Yeah, that was what I was thinking about them on that. In that, you know, it's politics. Politics may be local to a certain extent, but the political advisors seem to be going worldwide.
Yeah.
And what they're bringing is their dirty tricks campaigns.
Yeah.
They're not bringing the good stuff, because they're bringing the hard hitting, tear it up stuff.
Yeah.
And it may be the good stuff doesn't export near as well as the crazy. We're all humans are a little bit crazy.
What do you got coming for Sunday Serendipity tomorrow?
I am going to put on some jazz, I think.
Oh boy.
Oh, I like that.
It's Black History Month, and there are some really great, you know, mid 20th century jazz composers out there.
Oh.
And so I think I may do Nina Simone.
Oh,
look at there. We got over 1,000. We're saving over 1,000 souls today. That's how many people we got watching us right now on YouTube.
Hey, it's a miracle that the comment section isn't totally chaos.
Yeah. We got a Brit here, Steve. Now, yeah, bet what I was saying about Brexit. Check me out if I had it anywhere close to right. So Brit here, Brexit was about Nigel Farage lying to the British public. He said we'd regain control of our borders and stop the immigrants if we left the EU. Okay, yeah, it didn't work. It got worse. Okay, yeah, so that you're confirming that, you know, and Bannon's role in Brexit and Putin's role in Brexit is not well known, or not well explored, I guess you'd say, but that's part of it too. Steve,
it was a mistake.
Yeah.
Fixing it is proving to be harder than they thought it would be.
Yeah.
Well, I think I read somewhere that they're talking about reuniting with the EU.
Yeah. You tell us, Steve, is anything going on to get to rejoin the EU? I don't even know where their current prime minister stands on the question. Is he for it or against it? I don't know.
I think I read a headline a couple of days ago that Spain said that they thought it would be a good idea. And that was I think the first time I realized that maybe they were thinking about it.
Huh. Yeah.
Mm.
So jazz tomorrow, jazz Sunday tomorrow. I'm gonna make us a little. For the weekends for this YouTube thing we're doing. I wanted to have today. I was planning to have kind of an easygoing sort of idea for today. I was calling clearing the air. I was going to call it the Saturday Ledger, where we sit back and we look at the week and ponder everything. And then the Speaker of the House said, "Fuck you" to the president. And I realized, well, it's not such a calm day after all.
Let's come on Trail Mix and tell us all about it.
Who?
Oh, are we going to do conspiracy Fridays and
maybe
Saturdays?
So. Yeah. So anyway, I was going to come up with a Sunday serendipity for Sundays, and then who knows what happens? What sort of violence happens and it's not so serendipitous anymore. But I'm going to try. I'm going to try to be.
Anyway,
now we got to end up with. I did want to trying to remember to grab some of Renee's memes, and this is a good one to finish the day. It's time to turn the page on the Epstein scandal. Won't matter. His name is on the next page too.
Well, it was a big billionaires club that Epstein ran. And then he would invite, what was it? They had, I read that Ehud Barak stayed overnight used his, when he was in New York City, used his apartment.
Yeah.
And so
I mean, the extent, the global reach of his little network is phenomenal. I mean, that's one of the things we've learned in these recent releases is just the contacts around the world that he had are phenomenal.
Well, I think what I need to put it is those people that's what's going on in that world.
Yeah.
And part of the reason the Clintons were there was to get the influence and get the money from them.
Yeah. What was that, Jamie?
I said, if you've got enough money, you can buy anything.
Yeah, that's what we learned from him. But the other thing that struck me, one reason I got on all that suicide stuff yesterday is about whether or not he really committed suicide, is the more we see how the powerful people that he could rat on, the list of suspects who would have wanted him killed is just vast. and some very powerful people too.
The list of suspects that can just say to the air, "Can anybody rid me of this man?"
Right? Yeah, of this meddlesome fool. That was King. Yeah, that was King Henry talking about Thomas More. Can anybody rid me of this meddle? And then they went and killed him.
It was Thomas Becket.
Thomas Becket. Yeah, I always get Thomas More and Thomas Becket mixed up. And I don't really know much about either one of them. But,
well, it's one of those quotes you learn. Probably got it from a Looney Tunes cartoon. That's where most of my Shakespeare quotes come from.
Yeah, Eleanor of Aquitaine's husband, I think, was it Edward?
I remember
he and Becket used to be
Kate Hepburn played her, and didn't she play her in the
Lion and Winter?
Lion and Winter. Yeah, that's a good catch. Yeah. I'm gonna end up with this guy talking about the Dunning-Kruger effect. I think a nice way to end today.
Bye, Jack. Bye, Craig.
So long, and we'll be back tomorrow for Sunday Serendipity, 11 a.m., and then get get on Trail Mix at trailmix.cc any other time. All of you folks are still on here, and we'll be there. And it's very, very easy to comment on there. So we're gonna go out here with a little bit of.
Well, it's nice to see you've got a good comment section over here in your
yeah.
Commenters.
Yeah, I think it's fun. I like it.
We're civilizing them. So I think we went from the drive-by posters to people actually coming and participating.
Yeah, and actually that's a good segue into what I wanted to play here. Is this guy talking about, we need people who understand that they don't know it. It's like Franklin said one time, intelligence is having the intelligence to know what you don't know. I mean, he didn't say it that way, but that's what this Dunning-Kruger effect is all about. So
here's the thing. The Dunning-Kruger effect. It says that the less you know, the more you think you know, and the more certain you are of it. Certainty is not a measure of knowledge. In fact, confidence often peaks before competence. When you know very little, you don't yet know how much there is to know. So everything feels obvious. Everything that you think you understand is clear. But as understanding truly grows, certainty drops, nuance appears, questions multiply. But that's not weakness, that's learning. And precision in language forces a certain humility, because certainty resists, and the loudest voices are rarely the most informed. They're usually just the least aware of their own blind spots. And that's food for thought.
Okay, I'm Lady Mau Mau, Craig's built-in emergency brake. If this wasn't enough for you, sign up for the newsletter. It's free, it's thoughtful, and it occasionally makes sense.